Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Brat. Oh, wow, you number one tonight, girl. God bless. Good to see you. Good evening, PG. Much love. God bless. Oh, that's beautiful. Summer Moon, Utah Whales, Purple Hearts, prayer hands, and prayers for Miss Norway. Amen. God bless. God bless. Hey, Linda, number two. Number two. Hello, PG. Purple hearts. All right. Good to see you. Seeking truth. Number three. Hello, PG Mods chat. Much love. Much love to you, girl. Much love to you. And Miss Justice. Number four. Much love, PG. Girl, I was expecting you to be number one tonight. Yeah. All right. Good to see all of you guys. Absolutely. Let me see who else. Florida, how you doing, sweetie? Mama Homestead, good to see you. Linda, how you doing tonight, sweetie? Jane, Australia, there's our Australia. Good to see you, sweetheart. And let me see. Leslie, how you doing? Kathy, Lisa, Patty Allen. Good to see everybody in here tonight. Patchwork, how you doing, sweetie? Did I miss someone? I hope not. I hope not. There's Brenda. Brenda, I might have missed you there for a second. Hey, Sue, Crystal, Peaches. My fragile little mermaid. Hey, PG, glad you're on. Hey, girl, God bless. And let me see. Retired lady, how you doing, sweetie? Giggles. There's Karen. Let me get down through here. Spread love. How you doing, sweetie? Dorothy. Oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Good evening, PG. Hello, Summer Moon, Utah Wells Army. Oh, wow. Talk about a bed of roses. Hey, girl, I appreciate that. God bless. That's beautiful. And Suzanne, there you are. Hello, you beautiful people. Hello to you. God bless and much love. All right. We came in a little late tonight, which I'm always late, right? Maybe I'm early. I don't know. Might be a little early, as far as I know. No, but I'm not gonna keep you guys a long time tonight. I'm just gonna go through a few things and I want to talk about and um oh, just a small town girl. That is beautiful. Purple hearts for summer. Hey, Blue Bonnet, how you doing, sweetie? DV, good to see you. Just chilling. Hey, girl, what's up? Good to see you in here. Um, yeah, I wonder where Kim's at. I missed Kim in here tonight. I didn't see Kim. I don't know where Kim's at. She might be in. She might be running late. I'm missing Kim. But anyway, and keep the prayers going up for beautiful Sunflower, you guys. Keep the prayers going up for her. She can most definitely use them. Unspoken prayers, keep them going up for her. I just wanted to ask before we started tonight for everybody to keep the prayers going up. I also wanted to let everyone know that Billy Joe came out. She said that little Quentin has been laid to rest. He has been, the precious, beautiful little feller has been laid to rest. I wanted to let everybody know that. So, God bless. God bless. That's what we are all praying for, right? That's what we're all praying for. We're praying for these children to be found like little Quentin was, justice served like little Quentin got. And we're asking, that if these babies are not with us, then let, at least let us put them to rest, right? As Quentin has been laid to rest now. Thank God for that. Thank God. You know, it's like, it's a sense of peace. It's a sense of peace, not only upon the victim, but it's a sense of peace for all the people out here, right? When we know that the child, like, until the children are laid to rest, we cannot rest, right? And you just can't do it. God made humans, He made us to have a need to know for a reason, right? We have a need to know, and we have a need to know the truth. And God didn't make us like that for no reason. He made us that way, so we would continue to seek the truth, to find the truth until we have it, and able to do what needs to be done with it. Um, so and thanks to law enforcement and all the people who loved this little guy so much, he was found. Justice did get served, and the poor little guy has finally been laid to rest, right? He's finally been laid to rest properly. And that is, that is a peaceful feeling. It's a very peaceful feeling for all of us to know this. And it allows us to rest now where Quentin's case is concerned. Hopefully we can do the same with Summer, Michael Vaughn, and Sebastian Rogers at some point, right? I'm sure praying in the name of Jesus Christ that we are able to do that. Amen. So I just wanted to let everybody know. If you didn't know, you know now. And I'm sure everybody in here is feeling a sense of peace where Quentin's case is concerned now. And that's what we were seeking, and that's what the Lord allowed us to have. And let us look up and thank Him. Let us thank Him, and maybe possibly He'll give us peace on a couple more of these kids in the near future. Yeah. No, we will not give up on her. We will not give up on Summer. Absolutely not. Hopefully somebody knows something. And I think at some point it's going to come to light. You get right now, right now people who was really afraid to talk are getting to the point they're not afraid to talk anymore. So, it's been like almost 4 years, right? As of June 15, 2025, it will be 4 years. And, a lot of these people just ain't as afraid as they was in the beginning. So I'm thinking, this year could be the break. This year could be the break. Let us hope so. Oh, Miss Prissy Paul, it's good to see you. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, what we do is not easy. What we do here is not easy. It's not easy for none of us. It's not just it's not just hard on the creators. It's hard on everybody. It's just as hard on the chat as it is anyone else. It's hard. Even though even though the creator searches and does everything to bring it out here and to to let you guys, puts it on the front page for you. And that's hard. That's hard because the creator is doing all this searching and behind the scenes and so forth and so on. And it is hard. I'm not gonna say it ain't, because it very much is. It's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. Um, you know, Dealing with missing child cases. It is very, very disturbing, because you have to go down a lot of avenues. You got to talk to a lot of different people. It's really, um, a tedious thing for sure. But, you know, and it's not easy. It's not easy hearing all the things that, all the things people say. And as a creator, it's really hard, because a lot of things people say, they say, oh, I don't want, please don't bring that to the YouTube and thing. And now you're kind of stuck, right? You're kind of stuck with a lot of things in your mind, and everything that you're not able to, put out here. And you can't put it out here, whereas, other people, can, you know, um, share it with you, right? You can't share it, and people can't share it with you. You got a lot of things, like, creators know a lot of things other people don't. And a lot of it can be mind boggling. Some of these people you talk to, you're like, oh my gosh, um, how insane was that? And so forth and so on. Um, it's not easy. It's not easy being a creator. I'm not going to say it is, because I know it ain't. If you're doing everything you can for these missing kids, and you're doing it diligently, it's not easy at all. Um, but it's not easy for the chat either, because when you bring it up here and you bring it out, you know, all of this disturbing stuff, it's not easy for the chat as well, because all the people hearing it, now they're enduring it. But they're enduring it just like you, because they love this child. They want this child brought home, and they want this child, you know, to be laid to rest if it's not with us. They want this child, to get justice against the evil beings that could do such evil things to children. All of you want what's righteous for the child. And, and I absolutely admire all the people who come out here, that are out here for these missing kids. I absolutely admire you. Because it's got to be, it's got to be rough. It's got to be rough. It's a dedication. It's a dedication, and you guys are dedicated. And, so I absolutely admire that. And, but it's not easy. There's people that's been in this a lot longer than PG. I know people's been in this true crime for a while. They've been in it clean back to a lot of the older cases, right? A lot of the older cases. And, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of endurance. That's a lot of endurance upon a human, to be so dedicated that they're still here after this long. I mean, some of these cases can take a toll on you, right? Some of them can take a toll on you. I know that I've seen a few, that was just heartbreaking, just totally so heartbreaking, like baby Quentin. Baby little Quentin's case tore PG up. I mean, that poor little guy. And, to hear all what he went through and everything. I mean, some cases are just super, super hard. And none of them's easy. None of them's easy. The West Boys, that's really was another very hard case, They take the children out of the home, a home that had them flourishing. Maybe it wasn't the best home, but they had the children flourishing, and they put them into the custody of people who allegedly destroyed these boys, and won't even tell where they're at. Won't even tell where they're at, so they could be laid to rest. You know, um, it's hard. It's hard, you guys. Some of the stuff out here is, it's insane. It's hard. Um, I don't know what to say. But anyway, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. High winds and freezing cold. Hey, girl, I'm going to tell you what. I feel you. I feel you. I think it's freaking cold all around the world. Right? I think it's cold all around the world. It's bad. Absolutely, Patty Allen. I heard that, girl. I heard that. So many people fall in love with these kids for many different reasons. For many different reasons, maybe remind you of a grandchild, or maybe reminds you of yourself, maybe reminds you of, a friend. There's so many reasons that people you know, get into these cases. So many reasons they get attached. They get attached to the case. I think, like, as for Sebastian, Rogers, I think, um, I think, like, the reason Justin really got into Sebastian's case is because I think Sebastian kind of looks like Justin. I mean, just saying. I really do. I think Sebastian favors Justin a lot. If Justin had a son, I think that's what his son might look like, is Sebastian. And I think that might be, one of the reasons he's took on to the case so much and so well. Hi, PG. I'll swap houses with you until the season's over. Hey, girl. You know what? I might take you up on that offer, right? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, it can get cold. It can get cold. Right? That's the truth. I don't like having to pull out the freaking coats and the jackets and the hats and gloves and scarves. Right? I am not no fan. I'm no fan of having to bundle up. That's for sure. But you gotta do what you gotta do to stay warm, right? The great thing is about the cold days. The great thing is you can snuggle up in a chair with a book and a hot cup of cocoa, and just look outside and watch the time go by, just watch it, how beautiful it is. It's beautiful outside when it's, me personally, I think it's really pretty when it's cold, and especially if you get some days off, off work and stuff, because the weather's so bad. I think it's awesome. And not only that, but you can make all the things that you couldn't make, that you can't make in the summer, like big pots of chili, chicken noodle soup, and beef stews. And I mean, you could bake bread, right? You can bake a lot of bread and stuff like that. I mean, you can turn the oven on and just bake all day. And it feels beautiful. It feels beautiful, right? Helps keep the house warm. Yeah, that's the upside to, to cold weather, is, that you're able to do a lot of things you wish you could do in the summer, right? In the summertime, you're grilling out on the grill, and as I told you, I don't get along with stovetops, so and in the summer, last thing you want to do is turn on the oven, right? You're like, oh hell no. It's stovetop and microwave. Maybe go eat out, right? And stop at the ice cream shop and grab up some hot dogs and French fries and keep moving, right? You don't want to heat up the kitchen in the summer. So it's great because you make cornbread, you can make all kinds of stuff in the winter. In the house, man, I want to tell you, I don't think there's anything smells better than hot bread baking in an oven. I love the smell of hot bread baking up in the oven, and cookies, pies. I mean, you can make any kind of pies and cookies and cakes and stuff you want. You know, you have a table full of food, and it's comforting. It's comforting just to sit back, put on a movie, and hang out. And you don't have to worry about the kids. You don't have to worry about the kids because kids stay in, right? They stay in when it's cold. They be playing, game machines and board games, and you know, bugging the crap out of you. But you're gonna miss those days one day, so you got to enjoy it while it's there. Yeah, pot roast, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you, you could bake up a couple big chickens in the oven, right? Bake up some chickens, make mashed potatoes, man. Okay, you guys are gonna have me in the kitchen all day tomorrow. Um, and that is not where I want to be. Right? That's not where I want to be. I do not want to be in the kitchen. I already been warned. I was warned. I already been warned. New Year's Day, I was already warned. Um, they don't want to come. The guys in the big truck, packing water hoses. They just don't want to see PG the rest of the year. And the rest of the year. So I got to stay out of the kitchen, man. And it's not a place I want to be. Oh, exactly. I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, make you a big old pot of green beans and potatoes. Absolutely, girl. Some cornbread. Make some cornbread. Heck yeah. Fried chicken. Man, I'm going to tell you. You guys talking my language now. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Jen. She says my dad's having surgery January the 7th also. Hey, girl, we'll be praying. We'll be praying it all goes well. We'll be praying all goes well. I tell you, worry not, because the God goes before us. Jesus goes with us. The angels watch over us. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. You know, trust me. The Lord is always with us. Worry not. But we will keep the prayers going up. Absolutely. Amen. Prayers already going up. Thank you for offering prayers for me. I'm afraid I'm not going to make. Hey, girl. don't worry. Everything's in the hands of God. I'm going to tell you, the sooner folks understand, the sooner, if God's will is your will, if your will's righteous. God's will is your will, if your will is righteous. If if you want to live for the people around you and to be, here to praise God and give all glory to God, and you want to be here to do good on the face of this earth, with God and for Him, He's going to keep you here doing that. He's going to keep you here. No matter what obstacles you're facing, know that He's with you. And your will is His will if your will is righteous. Just saying. It's faith. You got to have faith. Faith in God. Know that He's always, everything's going to be okay. Just always know it's going to be okay. It's in, He controls all things. The only thing we get to control is if we make the right choices today or the wrong ones. That's all we get to control. God done went before us. He done went before us, you guys. He's already into tomorrow. He already knows what every last one of us, where we're going to be, what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be facing. And the only thing we get to do when we get there is make the right choice or the wrong one. Right? We might be facing someone. We might be facing someone that needs help. Are we going to help them or are we not? We might be facing someone that, asks us a question and, we don't want to answer. What are we going to do? Are we going to tell them, are we going to tell them tell them the truth? I don't want to answer this. Or are we going to lie? Are we going to lie? To stay away from the truth because we don't want them to know it. What are we going to do? What's going to be our choice when we get there? I tell you my choice. My choice is to tell them, hey, I don't want to answer your question. Personally, I just don't think it's your business. I'm not going to lie. And if somebody needs help, I'm going to try my best to help them. I'm going to try my best to help them. And if I can't, I'm going to pray to God that, I'm going to tell God, I couldn't help this person today, Lord. But I sure hope, in the future, I have what it takes to help them. Right? I'm going to pray that, that whatever their need was, that I couldn't fulfill, that God instills enough in me to be able to do it at a later date. If I run across it again. That's the best we can do. That's the best we can do. But as you go through tomorrow, make the right choices. Remember that God's already been there. His angels just watching over you, reporting back to Him. Make your angel proud. Make the right choice. That's the only thing you got, That's the only thing we have. Just stay mindful. Just stay mindful and make the right choices as we go through tomorrow. Because if you make all the right choices, your day is going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Yeah, amen. But I didn't come in here to preach everybody a sermon. I'm not going to apologize that I was. All right? I'm not going to apologize that I was, because anytime I get to talk about my God, I'm going to do so. But, but I didn't come in here. I didn't come in here to do that. We just went into left field. That's where God took us. We were supposed to have been there. And I give Him all glory for taking us there, because somebody in here tonight needed it. Someone in here needed it. And that's what I always say about Summer's channel here. That's what I always say, It goes wherever it needs to go, because we don't control it. God does. He put it together for her, and He put all of us together, for her. And, this is all God. I can't take no credit for none of this. Like I said from day one, this is just something I don't even know. I don't even know how I got up here. I don't even know how I got up here, to be honest with you, because this isn't something I got into. I didn't ever get into stuff like this before. So, you know, it has to be God, because, this is the kind of stuff, PG usually runs from, right? I usually run from this kind of stuff. But, I'm here. I'm here, and God's been really, really wonderful putting me here for a long time now. For a long time now, He's put me here to do what we're supposed to be doing. So, all glory to Him. I'm just praying that, I'm just praying at some point Summer's found. I just pray at some point she's found. I really want her found. I really want her laid to rest if she's not with us, right? Anyway, I'm going to move on before I get all teary-eyed and have to run off. Right? PG don't want to get all teary-eyed on you. But anyway, what I want to talk about is JodiSue. JodiSue, right? She came out, she was saying that she had gave Andy Bernard, right, some secret information about Summer's case, and she, to protect him, right, to protect him. There's our beautiful sunflower. There you are, girl. To hear about the grace and mercy God gives us. That God gives, let Him stream, PG. All right. God bless. It's good to see you in here, girl. Aw, you guys so welcome. You're so welcome. We're praying for you, girl. We're praying for you. Beautiful sunflower. Beautiful sunflower. She's like my sister. She's like a sister to PG. I call her up instead of my own sister. I call her now, right? I call her, and and she actually she gave me some good tips on how to cook my turkeys and stuff, and I was so grateful. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, I talk to beautiful sunflower every time that something's going downhill, or sometimes maybe even uphill. I'll hit her up, and she's always there. She always answers, and I appreciate that. I really do. And she's a beautiful, beautiful human. A beautiful human. Absolutely. I can't believe. I still can't get over the fact that she was a mod for me, and she was a mod for Day Day as well, and Day Day, trying to make her choose. Which, beautiful sunflower, she is like the most unbiased person I know in the world. She does not pick sides. She does not pick sides with anyone, and she, she loved Day Day just as much as she loved PG. She's not really here for all the people. She's here for, the victims, like all the rest of us are as well. And, but they put her in a position, and I was like, boy, I'm going to tell you what, I just looked up and I told the Lord, Day Day's lost, PG's gain. Right? I was like, praise the Lord, hallelujah. So I was like, Day Day just didn't know what she lost. She didn't know what she lost. She lost a beautiful soul, a kindling spirit. And that's sad, but it's true. It's true. beautiful sunflower is beautiful. She's got the right name. She's got the right name. That's for sure. But anyhow, yeah, it's supposed to be these secrets, right? These secrets. And I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to let you guys hear it for yourself. What she said.
Andy, is that really you?
Now at the beginning, I kind of felt sad for her, because you could tell how much she loves this guy. You know, I mean, I know JodiSue is a hard person to like. I know she is. But I don't know. Sometimes I like her. Sometimes I like her.
And I don't want to hear sorry from you. You're not sorry. And you're still the same person and you'll never change. And you've already abused Becca. Please leave the kids and I'll let us heal for a while. I have no problem putting out the GPS for you.
He said you already abused Becca. Is that the new lady he's with? Is that the new woman he's with? I think it's the new lady he's with, right? Is Becca the new lady he's with right now? She said that he abused her. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if he did, because Andy strikes me as the abusive type of human being. He strikes me that no matter who he's with, he's going to abuse them, right? He just, he strikes me as that kind of man. He strikes me as the type of man that, that likes to abuse women and children. And he also strikes me as the type of man that, really couldn't stand up against another man, if you ask me, right? I don't think he could really stand his ground with, that's what probably, most of the time, men who abuse women and children, they're cowards. They abuse women and children to, make up for, their lack of, their lack of guilt amongst themselves, that they, ain't able to, their cowardness, their cowardness. They're like, it makes them feel big. It makes them feel big. They can't stand up against another man. So, it makes them feel big to be able to abuse women and children. That's where, makes them feel like, I can't, I'm not a coward. I can whoop up on something. That's disgusting. That is disgusting to, I'm going to tell you, some women, I think Andy could meet his match, right? I think he can meet his match with some women, because some women ain't going to hump up in a corner and let you slap them around, right? They're going to freaking, they're going to freaking stand their ground, and they're going to come back at you. And and it's my experience. It's my experience that when you stand up against one of these type of people, that like to abuse women and children because they're a freaking coward, it has been my experience that, if you really lay it on them, you know what I'm saying? Like, stand up and give them back better than what they're trying to give. Well, you lose your boyfriend, you lose your mate, because, they don't want nothing else to do with you. They do leave you. But you know what? They don't ever mess with you again. They don't bother you. They don't come at you no more. They're not going to stay with you. Put it that way. Maybe a lot of women are afraid to stand up because they're afraid that the guy will leave. I don't know, but somebody comes at me sideways. Trust me, I want them to leave. I want you to leave, and you're going to be leaving, right? You're going to be leaving. And you're going to be leaving, with hopefully a hell of a lot more than you gave, right? Because I really don't care about people like that. I don't care about humans, abusive people enough, I ain't humping up in no damn corner for nobody. And I don't think any woman should. I don't think any woman should. I mean, that's insane. Hell no. If a man hits you, he don't love you. You think he loves you, you're wrong. Man, oh, you think that's cute that he just jealous and he loves you? Hell no. If he loved you, he couldn't hurt you. He don't care a thing about you. And that's the time that you need to stand your ground and not be, and let him know how much little you care about him as well now, right? That's when you stand up. You just don't put up with that shit. I mean, those men don't want no one whooping their backside. They don't want to get whooped, right? So why are they whooping on you? Why are they whooping on you? Yeah. I mean, stand your ground. Give them more than what, give them. I would give them a double dose of what they're putting out. I give them a double freaking dose, baby. Trust me. Hell yeah, I would. Absolutely. And see how they like it. See if they think I love them, that I care so much about them. Right? Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I just let jealousy go to my head. Right? I promise this won't happen again. Right? Till next time. That's my take on it. Try it. See how it turns out for you. I know how it turns out. I don't need to try it. I know how it turns out. Trust me. Oh, my Kim is here. Hey, girl, I was missing you. Kim. I was looking for you. Good to see you in here. Yeah. I tell you. But yeah, it's so sad. It's so sad that JodiSue's crying, right? What's sad is she put up with this guy abusing her. I mean, from what she says, he was abusing the hell up out of her, right? And she took it. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I can't explain that. I can't explain it.
Telling the truth. I wish you would listen to my words more. They are not to drag you. Listen. Just listen to me for a minute, please. Give me 5. Can you give me 5 seconds, Andy? And then I want no further contact.
Damn, JodiSue. It was like 5-second pause between that. I mean, you did a 5-second pause in between everything. I mean, you're asking for 5 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. Spit it out.
I did send messages through other ways to try to keep you safe the other day.
She sent messages in safe ways.
Take heed
Take heed.
and don't fuck around and give that shit to the tragedy pimps, please.
Don't give it to the tragedy pimps, please.
It's important to Summer's case.
It's important to Summer's case. It's important to Summer's case. Don't give it to the tragedy pimps. I gave it to you, Andy. JodiSue, why don't you give it to law enforcement? If it's important to Summer's case, why don't you give it to law enforcement? Why are you sending it to Andy in a secure way? In a secure way, a secret way. Concerning Summer's case. Why? You sending stuff in a secure way about Summer's case. Okay. All right. But you didn't send it to law enforcement. You sent it to Andy. Wondering what that was, right?
It's been a lifetime of it. Decades, Andy. Decades, Andy. Keep you safe the other day.
In a safe way the other day.
Other ways to try to keep you safe the other day. Take heed and don't fuck around and give.
Let's go back a little bit farther.
I did send messages through other ways to try to keep you safe.
I sent messages. Right? She sent messages. 3 ways. 3 ways.
Safe the other day.
The other day.
Take heed.
Take heed.
And don't fuck around and give that shit to the tragedy pimps, please. It's important to Summer's case.
It's important to Summer's case.
It's been a lifetime of it. Decades, Andy.
Whoa. Whoa. There you go, you guys. There you go. Yeah, she sent messages. Safe. 3 different ways. Really trying to get them to him. Really trying to get them to him. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know, you guys. I don't know.
She needs a PI, y'all. And she's trying to make you think that somehow the FBI, TBI, all law enforcement is unaware of who they are, and that her and Fran will be the heroes. They'll get the identity of these people if you'll just give.
Her and Fred's going to be heroes getting her PI. Right? Her and Fred's going to be heroes getting her PI. She also said that me and Ziggy supposed to be these friends, that we like besties, right? And this is all BS for some kind of this or that. And I'm like, what? No, JodiSue. I don't know what Fred and Ziggy's up to. Personally, don't care. Right? All I know is, well, I have to agree. I think, it was, my personal opinion is I do think that Ziggy was, trying to take these people to the cleaners. They're trying to take them to the cleaners for, you know, she was trying to get, this lynch mob together and, let's go, hunt down innocent people. We're going to say it's PG and we're going to go hunt down these innocent people, get into a bunch of people's lives. I mean, like, I don't even know who No Heather Head is. Personally, I think that's a made up name. And like I said last night, if there is a Heather Head with some Josh Head or Josh whoever, let's see pictures. Let's see pictures of these people, right? Let's see pictures of them. So far I have been so many different people. I mean, I'm about to become, the freaking person with 1,000 faces, right? PG's supposed to have 1,000 faces, 1,000 names. I mean, this is just really weird. It's weird. And none of this is even about PG or anyone else other than the victims who need our help, who need to be found, brought home, justice served. I mean, I could tell everybody right now who PG is. PG's a nobody, right? PG is a nobody. I'm a bona fide Christian, right? A bona fide Christian who truly believes in God, and somehow I can't figure it out myself, got wrapped up in all of this and ended up here covering Summer Moon Utah Wells case along with a lot of other missing people. And I think we've been doing a really good job at what we're doing, right? We somehow, this PG ends up on a panel up here and to get information for a missing little girl, which I think that we have done a hell of a job at doing so. I think that, we have gotten closer to what happened June the 15th than anyone else has ever got. I think that PG got put on a channel, put together by God for Summer Wells. It has to be by God for Summer Wells because, like I said, I would never have been here. And I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. That's for sure. I'm a true believer. God doesn't put my feet anywhere they're not supposed to be. So they're supposed to be here or they wouldn't be, and they've been here for a long time. And I've always done righteous by Summer and every other missing child. I've always brought receipts, something that Ziggy ain't bringing, that Fred Hill ain't bringing, that JodiSue isn't even bringing, right? They're all talk, right? And no freaking proof. Everything's talk, no proof. We bring proof, baby. Anything we have to say here, well, we play it out, right? We play it out. Absolutely. I'm about tomorrow night, I'm about to bring some more things about Fred Hill, right? I'm about to bring some more about Fred's gonna, they really be wanting their PI'd in. Right? They gonna really be wanting it. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I am not someone to be played with. Right? Don't try to, threaten PG up. I don't take kindly to that stuff. I do not take kindly to it. Absolutely not. It's not something, and I do not back down. As I said from day one, stand me up at the gates of hell. I will not back down. And I mean it. I mean it. I am out here for all the right reasons. I am out here for this little girl and to find out exactly what happened to her. so that we can find her, we can bring her home, and we can get justice for her. And we're going to keep on keeping on until we do. And Ziggy, I don't care how many number one suspects you marry. You could go back down there and marry Don Wells if you want to. It sounds like sometimes you do. And I think if you knew he was up for grabs, you probably would have grabbed him instead of Fred. I don't know. Right? We know who went down there looking for the freaking hot dog to flop in the bun, right? And it wasn't PG. It wasn't PG. And people say, "Oh, well, PG hasn't ever even been to Tennessee." Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm going to just let people, I'm going to give you the heads up. It's bullshit. Oh, PG's been from one end of Tennessee to the other and back and back and back. So, say what you please out here. But I wasn't in Tennessee to, find some weenie to fit the bun, right? No, I wasn't there for the reason Ziggy is. Absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you, trust and believe me, if I wanted Don Wells, I could have had him. Don Wells was chasing me up on panels. I wasn't chasing him. Let us remember that. He chased me up on Ziggy's panel. He chased me up on Daisy's panel. He chased me. I didn't chase Don Wells. Let us remember that. I don't want Don Wells. I want Don Wells' daughter found. I want Summer Moon Utah Wells found. I want her brought home, and I want justice served against the evil beings that did this to her. And why the hell would I want someone that I suspect had all to do with what happened to this little girl? Now, why the hell would I want to bring that into my home around my children? Somebody make that make sense. Because it ain't fucking making any to me. I think I'm way more educated than that, right? Give me some credit, folks. Give me some credit. I think by now, as long as I've been out here, I think everybody understands that, PG is very highly educated. I think you pretty much figured out that I love my kids. I care about my kids, and I'm doing all I can to keep my children safe. Well, I'm doing what I'm doing now here for these victims, right? And I'm doing it, and I'm doing it for nothing. I'm doing it for nothing. I'm not sitting around asking people to pay my rent or my utility bills or talking about how I just don't have enough food. You ain't ever heard PG singing no sad songs out here. None. You think that PG doesn't hit? You think I don't hit bumps in life? You don't think that I don't hit bumps where I go through a lot of things, medical issues that I can't talk about, right? You don't think that I don't go through family matters that I can't talk about? Do you think I don't go through, times when I'm hitting a rough patch and yeah, I'm getting low on funds and I'm worried? Yeah. But I don't come out here talking about it. I don't come out here and say nothing about it. Because that is my personal life, my business, and for me to handle, not all the people out here. When we come out here, it's not about, if PG can pay her bills or not, or PG needs this, or if PG needs that. It ain't about that. When PG comes out here, it's about these missing children, and I keep it on the missing children. I keep it focused on what we're supposed to be here for. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm sure that, I could have easily pulled the same BS that I see a lot of people pulling out here. The old sad song, you know, give everybody a reason to, to want to to help and this and that. And no, PG, don't do that. I don't do that, and I'm not going to ever do that, because that isn't why we're here. But Ziggy does. But Ziggy does, you know, and she can't focus on these missing kids and do what she's supposed to be doing out here for them, because she's too focused on trying to, get as much bank as she can out of the people. She's so busy trying to sing sad songs and, act all needy, as in, you know, as in, give me, give me, give me. Move me into a place, because this guy is so abusive. But when this guy falls over, instead of, oh, ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead. No, she don't say that. She don't come out singing ding dong, the freaking wicked witch is dead, right? She comes out and says, oh, he was such a good man. He was the best man. I'm so broken down. I'm so hurt. Oh, I'm going to just miss Jim. Jim was the bestest guy. I loved him so much, and he just loved me. Well, why the hell did everybody pay for you to move out of the house with Jim if he was so great? Why did everybody come up with all that money to get you away from Jim? And why are they now coming up with a ton of money to try to make you feel better about losing this great guy named Jim? I don't understand it. Because the last time I checked, it fucking, it kind of clashed, right? It kind of clashed. It was a counter reaction, right? It didn't make no sense. And what really didn't make no sense is these people surrounding her didn't, what I'm saying is she well, I don't think she underestimates those people's, I think she takes advantage of their intelligence levels, to be actually honest with you. I would be pretty upset if I was in somebody's chat that was, trying to underestimate my intelligence level like that. But then again, I'm highly educated. I'm very highly fucking educated. So, I guess I would, be able to see right through it. But she does take advantage of, of her chats. Mental capacity, if you ask me. She smoke screens them all the time, gaslights the hell out of them. And, and totally takes advantage of, their intelligent level. That's for damn sure. And they can't be too intelligent to continue to support someone that, gaslights them, telling them that, this man was a monster, get me out of here. And they pay tons of money. And then after, he's gone, instead of singing hallelujah, praise the Lord, he's out of my I don't ever have to worry about him showing back up and doing nothing to me. And she comes out crying about what a great, wonderful human being this guy is. And people wanting to support her some more. Go figure. Just go figure, right? And then she hits people up behind the scenes, like 5 of them, older people, after they're retired. I mean, how does these creators learn about these people and their bank accounts and everything? How the hell do they correspond with these people behind the scenes, and and able to take them to the cleaners like that? I don't know. I have no freaking clue. Um, you know how people get themselves in that situation, to be honest with you. But I guess Ziggy's one of them people. you know I tell you how evil people. Evil people don't care to ask anything. They do not care to ask anything, to be honest with you. That's how I know someone's evil. Because, they figure if they don't ask, whether the answer is yes or no, they don't care if the answer is yes or no. That's what I'm saying. Because they just going to ask. They don't care if you say yes or you say no. But they're so evil, they will ask. They will ask. Hoping the answer is yes. They will ask, and they figure, what did they got to lose? What did they got to lose by asking? Right? I mean, I couldn't do it. I'm not evil, though. I'm not an evil human being. I couldn't do it. I mean, I have boundaries. I have boundaries that I don't cross, like normal people do. Normal people have boundaries that they won't cross, right? They won't cross. But evil people don't have boundaries. And that's why you don't want them around you. It's because they don't have no boundaries. They're capable of anything. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. Just saying. I mean, people say, "Oh, how did Ziggy let Fred into her house? This convict that's on parole, but she waited right outside the prison gate to marry him up and take him home." I'm going to tell you, Fred is in just as bad a company as Ziggy's in. These two, they're both the same. One's just as evil as the other one. These are two peas in the same pod, right? Just saying. And it's true. It's true. It's absolutely true. But they do. They ask. They don't care to ask. And Dom Wells ain't no better. Dom Wells is no better. Dom Wells is one just like him. Him and Candace are just like them. They don't care if they get a yes or a no answer. They're hoping for the yes. A lot of times they get yes. But they will ask. They will ask to see if you're ignorant enough. If you're ignorant enough to give to them. That's true. That's true. Or to do dirty, evil things for them. They don't care if the answer is yes or no. They're still going to ask.
Give her the retainer fee for this fellow. And it'll help Summer's case. Yet be an idiot if you think anyone then, especially, or even now, who reaches out to us, is not immediately known, or our contacts or communications with anyone not known halftime before they even get to us, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, JodiSue, shut up. There is no truth to that. Yes. If you are really close to certain people, like Don Wells, if you're really close to Candace, yes. If you're really close to, maybe Grandis, yes. If you're close to, I think, Fred Heel, they probably want to know who you are. Absolutely, or Laura. But as far as you go, JodiSue, maybe even Andy, but as far as you go, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because law enforcement, one thing I do know is law enforcement already knows you. They already freaking know you. I just saying. Just saying. They truly know you. And and I don't think they care who you know. That's just the way it is. And that's the truth. That's the truth. But I'll tell you this. Law enforcement already knows. They know who PG is. Trust and believe that. They know who I am. That is a solid. That is solid. No doubt in my mind. So, if you have so many connections, JodiSue, the way you say you do with this law enforcement, and they're telling you so many things, why don't you ask them?
Bro, you didn't contact any of us in around Summer's case and were out of surrounded by the feds. Do you understand what I'm saying?
She's saying, Ziggy, stop begging for stop begging for toppings. Stop begging for toppings. Because law enforcement already knows who everyone is. That's what JodiSue's telling you. Just stop it.
I mean, I'd love to tell you I'm full bullshit or I'm just wishful thinking, but we were told this to our faces by the FBI.
Oh, you were told that to your faces by FBI. Oh, anyone that gets around you guys, we're going to know who they are. Because we got you tapped, we're watching you, and we're watching them. And FBI is going to tell you this. I'm afraid that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because I'm going to tell you something, JodiSue. For one, if they're tapping you up, you ain't going to know. And two, anything they know, they're not going to be telling you. They're not going to be disclosing it any way, form, or how to any of you all. And if they got their eyes on you, they're going to be in unmarked cars and everything else. And disguised as trash men or whatever. They are not going to be letting you. They're watching you. If they're watching you, you're not going to fucking know it. There you go. There you go, JodiSue. Absolutely not. Now, they're not going to tell you to your face. Absolutely, they ain't going to. You could suspect they're watching you. And you can suspect that they know who you're talking to and everything, which they probably do. But the point is, they're not going to tell you to your face any of this stuff. That is just, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't know how ignorant that you think these people are out here listening to you guys, but I think we got some pretty educated folks, pretty educated people out here in this YouTube world. And I think they've, educated enough to know that the freaking feds are not going to tell you shit. That's just the way it is.
Long time even after Summer vanished. That it was still ongoing. So, I don't know what to tell any of y'all. Any of y'all have contacted any of us. Law enforcement knows who the fuck you are.
Oh, wow. Wow. And that's insane. Now, I'm not doubting that they haven't got like law enforcement, Hawkins County law enforcement went up there to Andy's house and chased Mr. Dobbs out of there, right? When he's got a deed, he has a deed to his property. He had every right to be on his property, but law enforcement came up there and chased this man away. They chased him away, which I don't think that was legal. I really don't think that was legal for them to do such a thing. But, but they did. They did it. And my thing is, it's a possibility that, that they may have some inside law enforcement connection there in Hawkins County, being there so long, family being there so long. They probably, pretty close to some of the people working in law enforcement. But And I wouldn't doubt if one of them didn't give them the heads up to, to be careful who they talk to, what they say, so forth and so on. Maybe some insight how TBI and the feds work. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like she's been talking to, some rookie that thinks they know how, the other law enforcement's work, and a little bit about something, and maybe was trying to give a little heads up. But no, they didn't. She definitely did not hear that out of anybody. No FBI's mouth. Absolutely not. Um, Hell no. Hell no. Trust me. Trust and believe. PG knows that that's bullshit. Right? I know it's bullshit. Complete bullshit. I don't know, but I is that what she sent Andy? Is that what Is that what the big thing was? Was that the big thing she sent Andy? Is the feds are watching everything. She's got some heads up. They're riding the garbage truck down Ben Hill Road. I don't know. I don't know. She said it's very important to Summer's case. Is she feeling that something's tapped, that, they're tapping in on some things, hoping to get more information. I don't know. I don't know. She strikes me as being, the paranoid type of human being, right? Everybody's watching me, everybody's following me, type thing. I don't know. But, you know, but listen. While PG was going down, while I was going down Ben Hill Road on the garbage truck, right? While I was in there on the garbage truck helping to pick up the garbage, I did take a picture of somebody that could have been, spying on you, JodiSue. Might have been tapping, your phone and so forth and so on. But I think they got busted. I think Andy already knew. Here we go. I even took a picture for you, JodiSue. Boom. It was Fred. It was Fred. You see Fred up there? You see JodiSue? He's listening in on your conversations. And Andy's like, hey, Fred, what you doing? And Fred's like, oh, shit. Look at Fred's face. He's like, oh, shit, I got busted. Andy busted me. Sorry. I can't listen to this no more. He's going to have to hang up the phone and get off the pole. Right? Green Acres is the place to be. That's all I can say. Green Acres is the place to be. Hard living is the life for me. Right? Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah. Fred's up there tapping and a tap a dancing on the old pole. There you go. You want to join him, JodiSue? I heard you've been swinging around a few poles yourself. Right? I heard them poles ain't no stranger to you. Oh, shit. Just saying. Just saying. Wouldn't be the first pole JodiSue climbed. You better go get him. You better go get him, JodiSue. He's up there. He's up there listening to your conversation. Andy might join him too. They both gonna be listening to your conversation now. Oh, shit. Yeah. they all they all pole dancers now. Oh shit. These people crack me up, man. For real. They funny as hell. Brandy says, what about pics? Brandon on Thompson Cam. Um, Bench. Did I remember that wrong? Everyone knows which one I'm talking about. Why should I care? And then he says about Nana. Right? Let's go on. Let's go on. This is Andy and JodiSue's chat, right? And she eliminated her chat, you guys. She eliminated her chat. You can't go back and see it because it's gone. All right? It's gone. It says, I'm trying to tell you to move forward and don't dwell. No, I don't. I want the best for you. Right? Andy wants the best for her. Right? Jason is weird. That came from. I've been with 3. Leanne, Becca. Oh, you, Leanne and Becca. Stop the BS. Oh, so yeah, I guess Becca's the one that he's with now. And JodiSue's, JodiSue's outing that he's already being abusive, right? From allegedly, from what JodiSue says. I don't know. I wasn't there. He says, yeah, because I know how many people I've been with. Yeah, I remember. Straight is how an arrow flies. Weird. He isn't there because he didn't show. Then he says, I don't know, something under there. And got caught up to so what? I don't know what's under that arrow. You guys can't see it. Then he says, buy a 12-pack, LOL. Ziggy and Fred, stop walking in the cold, LOL. Ziggy said, whip it good, Fred. That is funny shit right there. Whip it good. Right. LOL, dog food. He said dog food. What do you expect? Oh shit. Yeah, unless it's a crooked arrow. Right, Molly? That is funny. And then says, look, it don't have nothing to do with us or what happened between us. Please separate it. And then he said, did she? Didn't need to save me. All right. Then he's like, DI. Okay, come on, Randy. What else you got to say there? Then he says, I'm guilty of selling them. Oh, it's goody good. Don and Candace, don't hang out. I didn't do mess. Stop the SHIT. I'm smoking, the goody again my whole life. You don't have to worry about me. It's not your job or place. I'm grown and can take care of myself. Well, that's good to know. Right? That's good to know. He said, thanks. I'll be on my way. I don't do any of this. Yeah, heard that from you for years. Right? He's really in there giving it to her. Just not the way she wants it. Yeah, I care, always have. Oh, that's sweet. That's probably when she broke down crying. Touched her heart. I'm sorry about our past. Just put out the GPS and prove her wrong. Yep, I'm gone from you. Just put it out. It's been too much BS, and I'm sorry, but please move forward. This is all what he's saying. Well, he's in the chat. There's move on. I didn't bother you, and I've left you, be since I left. Never send anything your direction. Okay, just prove Fred wrong, and I won't contact you ever again. For Hank, unite, I'm out. Whatever. I don't know what that's about. I didn't say it, y'all. I'm just reading it. He says, weird. He wasn't there because he didn't show. Kelson left and got caught up too. So what? Why remember it? Me too. Don't ask you to. I've not spoken to you in years other than your court dates. No, I've not. I've not stole shit from you. And then he says, you know what you made me. You know what you made me. What did she make you, man? Other than a radiated poo-poo pie. I'm chilling most of the time. Truth is the truth. Let me get the pics of my kids too, please. Oh, I got a pic of his kid. I got a pic of his boy. He's got a wife, I think. Got some chick. I don't know who she is, but I got the pic. They were on my phone before I left, is all I ask. I heard. I said here, well, because I was your monster. This is where it's weird. Well, because I was your monster. Then I've turned into Summer's monster. Can you make that straight? What? Whoa. Turned into Summer's monster? Wow. I don't know what the hell he meant by that. He needs to explain himself better. Okay, just prove Fred wrong, and I won't contact you again. For Hank Unite, I'm out. After, yeah, I was gone. Don't blame me for that. I don't know what she's blaming him for, y'all. I had no idea. Probably everything and then some. Look, it don't have nothing to do with us or what happened between us. Please separate it. Did she don't need to save me? I don't know. I don't know what he's, Did she? Don't need to save me. I'm guilty of some, and then it goes on to say the same thing. He says, Don and Candace didn't hang out. Don't do mess. Stop the shit. I've smoked the goodie for my whole life. You don't have to worry about me. It's not your job. He goes on to tell her it's not her job. Thanks. I'll be on my way. And then he's getting ready to leave out of there. He's getting ready to leave out of there. And before he leaves out of there, he sends her the little quote messages that I'm moving forward, not looking at past. Good night. I'm out. Won't be back. Thanks. That's what he said. So, I mean, he was her monster and then he was Summer's monster. That's kind of weird, right? That's weird. He needs to really, what the hell she mean hit Summer's monster? Right? I mean, I suspect JodiSue and Andy both know exactly what happened to Summer because JodiSue made up a scream, right? That Candace wanted her to move because it came too soon, right? It's supposed to have been at like 5:30, 5:47, 43, 47. And she made it at 4. She got in an hour off. Candace wanted her to, retract that and make it into the 5 o'clock area instead of the 4. And she told Candace, hell no. They didn't believe me the first time. I'm not going to go, changing it up. That would be some obvious shit, And then her and Candace got into a fight over the money because, and I asked Candace, I said, what the hell is she talking about money? And Candace said, she's wanting half of Candace's stuff that she was getting on behalf of, Summer being missing. The gift cards, the PayPal, the Venmos, all the stuff coming in, the monies. And I said, why is she asking you for half of these monies? Did she giving you anything she's been getting? And Candace said, no. I said, why the hell are you giving her anything? Right? And that was right around the time that Chase, I think it was Chase or one of those YouTubers. This is at the time one of them YouTubers was getting up a billboard fund, and somehow they had got up a GoFundMe for JodiSue as well to come off the hill and get into, to get into the camper and everything, to get moved off the hill. And that's when all that shit was going down. That's when it was all going down. And I personally heard the phone conversation between JodiSue and Candace. I knew who it was as soon as I heard her. Because I told, Candace, I said, who the hell is that? I said, that's JodiSue, isn't it? And Candace like, yeah. And I said, what the hell is she talking about? Money. She wanting monies. And, and that's when, Candace explained that it was the gift cards and all this money's coming in. And she thought she was entitled to it. And, part of it. And that's when I told Candace, well, because they had all this stuff going for her. And she was hanging on, Tiffany's channel and everything. I was like, why ain't she giving you? What is she giving you? Right? Why the fuck you giving her anything? I wouldn't give her shit. I mean, she ain't giving you half of everything she's getting. That was the conversation at the time. And, but Candace was wanting her to move the timeline, because Don had brought it up on one of the lives he did. And I was talking to him. That's what I was talking to him about, is how the timeline ain't fitting. Because I said, why do you use that timeline when it don't fit? Why are you talking about, this screen when Summer wouldn't have been missing yet? And he's like, actually, she would have. And I said, no, she wouldn't have. Hell, she'd have still been planting flowers, washing her hands, getting some candy, going into the house. She didn't come up missing until, 5:55 to 6:05. So how in the hell's a 4:30, 4 at that time it was a 4:43, 4:47 shit. It wasn't even at 4:30 yet. JodiSue moved it back to 4:30 after this. So anyway, I told him it wasn't fitting. Absolutely not. That there's no way. She had to have been planting flowers and everything at that time. She wouldn't even have been missing yet. And you didn't even call police, until 6:30. And Candace called you at 6:09. And Summer supposedly just been missing a few minutes when she called you. So how in the hell is 4:30 going to work, for 4:43 to 4:47? That's like an hour. That's like more than an hour before. There's no way she could have been missing at that time. And so Don went back, as I knew he would. He went back and he jumped Candace and told Candace about it. And, and Candace is like, well, we just have to have the screen moved. And so she contacted JodiSue to move it, right? To move it. And JodiSue told her, hell no. She wasn't going to move it. Because, they didn't believe her the first time, and she wasn't, and it would be freaking obvious, that it would be so obvious that, that they're in cahoots or something. So no. But she wanted her money. but she wanted her money, her share of that monies, right? That's what went down there. So, didn't it, JodiSue? Because I know you get your ass in the bushes watching, and you know exactly I'm telling the truth about everything, right? And let's go take a lie detector's test, JodiSue, because I heard you on the phone. I definitely heard what you were saying. And why don't you take a lie detector's test, telling them that wasn't after half of that money Candace had coming in. Won't you do that? I think law enforcement would, like to know. They'd like to know. Why was you after half that money? Why did you feel you was entitled? Why did you feel entitled to half of that money? I think they'd like to know that. What the hell was you in cahoots with Candace and Dawn for when their child's missing? You guys all have to know something because they wanted you to move the scream. You was wanting half the money, felt you were entitled to it. What the fuck was going on there? That's what I want to know. I'm going to tell you. Trust me. I know a whole lot about this case, don't I, Don Wells? Because you probably got your big ass hid in the bushes too right now. I know a whole lot, and I know Fred and Ziggy's there. I know a whole lot. A whole freaking lot. I heard that conversation, JodiSue, firsthand. I was there, wasn't I? I was there. I heard it. Yeah, you don't like that shit because you don't know who the fuck I am. Fucking FBI don't tell you who the hell people are. They don't tell you that they know everybody that's around you. You ignorant. You are straight up ignorant. I don't know about these people, man. They're out there chasing a bunch of innocent people, right? Out there chasing around a bunch of innocent people. They don't have any idea of anything, right? They're just like, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. And I'm sitting here like, just fucking, like these people. Ben Hill Road is so uneducated that it's pathetic. It's pathetic. And, I knew the second I heard that conversation that JodiSue is somehow in cahoots with the Wells and knows exactly what happened to this little girl. I knew that right then and there. I was just looking for what the hell is her dog in this race, right? What's the dog that she got in this race now? Well, when she came out on Andy talking about go ask Candace what he was given to her to sedate these little girls. And not just Summer, but other little girls too. It's like, oh, okay. That's the dog. That's the dog, right? That's why she got into it. Because, they had a dog in the race. I was right. They had a dog in the race. The picture, Summer on the milk jugs, it's all adding up. And then, you have this young man, that was at the swimming hole with Candace, this young man that thinks he's a thug, this young man that's very, that's already attacked a woman trying to take her car with a baby in it, right? A young man that's also attacked a young woman and an old lady in the middle of the street, a young man that's very violent already, and Candace is, feeding illegal stuff to him, right? Supplying him with illegal substances and everything else. And probably doing possibly a whole lot more, than just that, right? From what I understand, allegedly from what Jose was saying, Candace was, Hunter's, first bun, for the weenie. I don't know, but that's what we're hearing. And, she takes this kid out there and, in my opinion, and it is my opinion, she takes that boy out there, gives him some, she stops at these places and, gives him some stuff that will impair his judgment, right? Like, you know, knock off the edge so that he can do a horrible deed that she needed done. And it seems like, from my understandings, when he gets home, he's shaking from head to toe. He's having a breakdown. He won't come out of his room. It sounds like, he might have did the dirty deed. I don't know, but it sounds like it. She don't look like she's with us on those milk jugs. So, that's pretty logical. Then he says that, the pillow, she was the only one wet in the car sitting on it against the door after swimming. So, okay, she's on that pillow after swimming by the, driver's side door. Where did she get put in the clean clothes? That must have been at Hunter's house. And that's why Allison was making up all kinds of crap, right? She's like, Summer was, because Allison said Summer was against the back door at first. Remember that? Remember, she came out, put a 1 in the chat if you remember Allison saying Summer was behind, laying on the back door. And then she said, on the driver's side. Then she said, and no, she's just like the picture, laying on those milk jugs. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I got, if you don't remember it, I do have the recording. I do have it, the recording, because I played it out. And she did say, because I think it was me she was talking to, when I was questioning her about the, where Summer was located in the back seat when she went to supposedly talk to Candace. And she said laying against the back door, she slipped up and said that Summer was laying against the back driver's side door, and then changed it up to, on the milk jugs, the way the picture showed. So she let the truth out, she let the truth out. And, I think that's where Summer got taken into and cleaned up and the new clothes put on her. And then they put the boxes back in the car to, because they didn't know when they went back into Ben Hill Road, they wasn't sure if the tree trimmer's going to be out there or not when they went back in. So they put the boxes back where Hunter was sitting initially, from the hospital. They took them back out of the trunk, stuck them back to cover up that window of the door. And if you noticed, it was on the passenger side, which if you turn into Ben Hill Road, the passenger side window would have been, the side where the tree trimmer supposedly was working, which was, on Candace's side of the property. So when you turned into Ben Hill Road and you went down through there, that would have been covering Candace's, the back passenger side window. You wouldn't have been able to see in because of the boxes. And then they had her, in the middle, slumped against that milk. It made it pretty safe to go back in and up on the hill to let Grandis out, and then, continue to carry out whatever needed to be carried out. Grandis was not down at the swimming hole when all of this took place. Hunter said she was in the car putting minutes on her phone while this was all taking place. Grandis didn't want to get out of that car. She didn't want to witness or see any of this stuff, right? She didn't, I know she knew it's going down, but she didn't want to witness any of it. And that's my opinion. One of the tree trimmers trucks was parked at Cotton's house, and I believe his brother or family member also, PG. At Cotton's house, there was a trimmer's truck was parked at Cotton's house. I don't know about that. Cotton. If you go out on the Beach Creek and go turn and go down, or you go straight down around to where Cotton lives. I mean, you know, if you go to Laurel Run Park, actually, you come out of Cotton's Road, you get on, you get onto Beach Creek. You have to go past Ben Hill and around to Laurel Run Park, to go in the entrance. I mean, Cotton could go, into Laurel Run Park if he wanted to hike up and back of his home. But I mean, if he was going to go, you're driving and go around to enter it, you would have to go that direction. Just saying. So I don't know how Don and Candace didn't know him, because, he's right there in the vicinity, and they know everybody that goes to Fred's place, right? They know everybody that goes to Fred's place. But tomorrow I'm going to, put out some more stuff, some more detail on Fred. You want to hear that? You want to be here? You want to hear that? It's right out of Don Wells' mouth. It's out of the horse's mouth. So be here, and because, like I said, I am not for any of these suspects. I am not for none of them. Absolutely none. Right? And I don't know why people's even listening to Ziggy anymore, because, she's got a dog in the race. She's got a dog in this race. It's called Fred Hill. She's got a dog in the race. And I'm going to tell you, she's for that dog, right? She's for the dog. And, why people even listen to it, I don't know. Because I wouldn't listen to someone that's got a number one suspect in the house with them. I just wouldn't. What I'm saying is, you're not going to get the truth. You're not going to get the whole truth about Summer's case out of Ziggy, because she's married. She's married to one of the suspects. It just is what it is. And that's the truth. That's the truth. They're all suspects. And her credibility is worth nothing now, because, when it comes to this little girl's case, it's worth nothing. You can't do that. You cannot marry up a suspect like that and have credibility. You're when they got married, they became one. They became one, and they are one now. So you're not going to get the truth. You're not, Fred's dog in the race. You're not going to figure it out or get the truth about it, out of her, and how can you be for a 5-year-old missing little girl and marry a suspect that you ain't? You're not. A lot of people, I mean, there is people that will lie to themselves and be damned, right? A lot of people will lie to themselves and be damned. Oh, Zinky married Fred just so she can find out what happened to Summer. I know. No, she married Fred because, she's just an evil human being that, gets with evil human beings, and Fred's right up her fucking alley. And that's why she married Fred. There you go. That's, face the truth, man. Face the truth. Because I do. Because these kids need us to. These missing kids out here, they need us to face the truth, you guys. People say, oh, how could you post pictures of Summer, that look like trafficking pictures? Well, I tell you how I did it. I did it because those pictures are still on her mommy's freaking Facebook, all posted up. And people need to see what mommy was posting up, before this little girl disappeared. They need to see what mommy was posting up. They need to see these pictures to understand, what the hell was going on and how it was going on before this child went missing. And then it gives you an understanding of why this child is missing. Okay? That's why you do it. You call out the truth, because the truth is what's going to bring Summer home and get justice, right? Nothing else is. Nothing else is. And if you want to turn a blind eye to everything, then you're not helping Summer. You're not helping her. If you're going to turn a blind eye and run away from everything, you know, you might as well not be here, because you're not helping nobody. The only way to help her is to find the truth. Seek the truth, find the truth, get the truth, bring the truth out here. Let people see it. It just is what it is. You know, I don't know. And I don't understand why people don't want to face evilness. Why people are afraid to face evilness. I don't know why. You know, everybody's scared to face evil. What are you afraid of? Does the Bible not tell you that, does God not tell you that you have nothing to fear but fear itself? Does God not tell you that, you have all the courage and all the strength and all the things that he will supply you with everything you need to overcome evilness? So why be afraid to face it? I don't understand. Yeah, obviously no faith. Obviously no faith. Right? I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid to stand up. I trust in my God, and I believe everything he tells me. Just what it is. You know? Or maybe I'm just plumb fucking nuts. I don't know. Right? Could be that. Could be that. Just is what it is. If you all have bad weather and lots of snow, please stay safe. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing because, the comments you made about the snow and stuff. I'm laughing because, um, because I have like marble floors, and I'm laughing because she's talking about being outside, slipping, possibly falling, and 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 with marble floors, I have to be safe all the time, right? I mean, that's what I was laughing about. I was laughing because, um, I had mopped the floor, and the next thing I know, I have forgotten. I went into another room off from it and came out and lost my foothold, right? On that fucking wet floor. And when she said, about the snow and stay safe, it just made me laugh. I'd be freaking busting a hip in the house. I don't need it to snow. I don't need no damn snow to do that. I love the snow though. I love the snow. My kids love the snow. I mean, we love building snowman, throwing snowballs. I mean, we have a blast. We love running outside, and I mean, yeah, we're like insane. Oh, girl, I love snow. Absolutely love it. And the more the better. The more the better. I don't care if it got up to our waist. I'd be out there rolling big old snowman. The only time I have a problem with snow is when, when you want to go somewhere, right? I mean, you can stay in a house for like, maybe 3 days at the most. But after 2 to 3 days, man, it's like, whoa, something's got to give, right? Something's got to give. You're like freaking out. Where's the salt trucks? Right? wished you'd have bought all, you wished you'd have bought all the salt in the world. Had it stacked up so you could just pour it all the way to where you're wanting to go and back. 4x4 low gear go anywhere. Not always. Not always. I'm gonna tell you, I've seen some big vehicles stuck in the snow. Oh, freaking Molly. She's like, I need to go and build a snowman. I will make sure he has a clean background check. Yeah, have a background check. Molly cracks me up. With no felonies before I ever think about bringing him in the house. You're gonna bring your snowman in the house. Molly's gonna run the snowman before she brings him in. You cracked me up, Molly. Our side by side goes good. Aw, justice for you. I hope the weather gets better for you all and there is no outages. Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you, that's the worst, right? That's the worst is when you get the outage. You're telling me. And I tell you what, it don't take long. It don't take long to freeze straight up. Like, you better have a fireplace, right? You better have a wood burning stove or a fireplace in the house. It's always good. It's always good to put in a, wood burning stove in one of your rooms. You should have a wood burning stove or, or a fireplace. You've got a fireplace, working fireplace, then, you can light it up and stay warm. If everything goes out, everybody can camp in the room. If you have a wood burning stove as well, you know, an old wood burning stove, they have some beautiful wood burning stoves. Put a one in the chat if you've seen some of the old wood burning stoves. I mean, they're brand new. They're brand new, but they look vintage that you can buy and have installed in your house. They are absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I love them, Kim. I absolutely love them. They are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And get this, you can buy the one with like the burners on top, where you can, if everything goes out, you can still make coffee and bacon and eggs and toast and whatever you want. You can actually cook. You can actually cook on top of it. I'm going to tell you, absolutely, every house should have one. If you ask me, every house should have one. Oh wow, our bandit. Wow, they're bandit in Australia. Whoa, I can't believe that. I can't believe that fireplaces should be allowed everywhere, like everywhere. she she said Nope, dang it. Mo- Molly's wanting to put that freaking gloves on her snowman. Right? Molly's gonna put Ziggy's gloves on her snowman. You stick those gloves on that snowman, Molly, don't bring it in the house. That's all I got to say. Leave it outside, girl. Right? 1866. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, that's true, Carrie. That's true. The um the wood burning stoves, you have to, like, if you're gonna cook on a wood burning stove, you gotta get all of your stuff prepared before you start to cook. Because I mean it is quick. It's really quick. It ain't like being in the kitchen where you can whip something up and you know um kind of leave the skillet there and and have time to whip stuff up, this and that. It ain't like that. A wood burning stove, you better have A to Z ready. And and because once you start, it's like it's really quick. It's really quick, and stuff burns fast. Because those, there, you can't. What I'm saying is, you can't turn it up and down, right? It's on one speed, baby, and it goes quick. Oh wow, 4 burners and the oven. That is awesome. That is awesome. The one that that I picked out. The one I picked out just has the burners. It has the burners on top, like you can make coffee and cook and everything. It don't have an oven to it. It don't have an oven. It's basically like an extra feature to the stove, because instead of just the stove to keep the house warm, it's just the top of it's just an extra feature, that you can use if you want to, as in, like I said, make coffee, breakfast, stuff like that, on top of, if electric goes out. But it's mainly for heat. The top of the stove's just an extra additive. Yeah, now the wood burning stoves, usually you put the wood like down on the top under the burners, right? It goes like under the burners, and then for the oven, ain't it goes on, I think the wood goes in one side. It goes in one side, and then the oven bakes from the wood burning in the other side. And the top burners are on its own its own wood to heat the top. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? Pallet stoves do no good when power is out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I burn wood or coal. Exactly. I find that I like the wood. I like the wood because, you know, well, one, you have to put it in there more. You have to, throw it in there more. Um, the coal, like the coal burn longer. Seems like coal burns longer, stays, stays heated up better. But the wood, the wood, I just like the wood. I like the crackling sound, and you know, I like wood. And I think I probably just like throwing it in there. I don't know, seeing it light up. But I don't have to, it ain't like something I got to do all the time. If I had to do it all the time, I probably wouldn't like it. I'm going to tell you what drives me stupid is people's fire pits. I hate I hate the smell of some of the wood, that they burn. Like they burn certain wood that just, you know, I don't, it just does not smell good at all. It's like it's just stinky freaking wood. And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, Janet, I used to go on panel. My roommate made stuffed peppers. They were really good. I don't know what kind of wood it is, but I don't know what they burn, but it absolutely, like, I'm going to tell you what, I want to find out who's burning it and go knock at the door like, can you please stop? Right? It is disgusting, disgusting. But anyway, listen, you guys, I didn't plan on staying in here a long time tonight, as I said when I first came in, and I stayed a little longer than I I expected to already. I want to make sure you guys, I know tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's back to work, everybody. Back to work, right? Back to school, back to work, back to everything. Vacation over. So I'm going to let everybody get off of here, get some rest. PG's got to get some rest as well. But it was really good spending a little time, at the end of tonight, talking with everybody about something, a little different than what we're usually talking about. I wish we could do more of that. I wish we could do more of that. I don't get to talk to you guys, about just normal things sometimes, we're always staying, keeping our nose to the grindstone, and which is a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's also nice to talk about other things as well. And I enjoyed that tonight. I absolutely did, and I needed that. I needed that. So I appreciate all of you guys taking time to hang out with me, talk about cook stoves and other things, and just kind of get our minds somewhere else for a second. That was nice. But PG's going to get out of here. Please keep the prayers going up for Summer Moon, Utah Wells. Keep praying for her, please. Keep praying for her, because I know God is going to answer and we're going to find her at some point. please, please, please keep the prayers going up. And keep them going up for Michael. Keep them going up for everybody in the name of Jesus. Amen. I'm going to say good night. God bless and much love.